this video we will tell you everything that you need to know for visiting the Chingasa National Park. Most of Colombians have heard at one point the name of Chingasa, but the park is mostly known by people from Bogota, which is my hometown, because 80% of Bogota's water comes from Chingasa. That's why this is a very important ecosystem for anyone in Colombia and in Bogota, of course. Once we decided that we wanted to visit Chingasa, of course, we started doing some research. However, the information in the websites is not so clear, and in the official website of the National Park Organization of Colombia, you can find information that you cannot go by yourself, that you need a guide, but they don't provide any further information on how to find a proper guide for the national park. We came across the organization called Chingasa, and we learned that there are different routes that you can do. If you contact them, they will guide you on selecting the best route for you. It depends on your car, the amount of people you are, because there are some limitations of the amount of people that can visit each route on each week. It also depends on your fitness level. The route that was advised for us with a simple car was called Plantas del Camino, and here you can see the prices that we paid for that visit. One thing that you need to consider is that if you're taking your own car, you need to provide an extra space in your car for the guide so he can ride with you in the same car. Okay, that was enough for planning. Now let's go to the doing. Good morning. It is 6 a.m. in the morning and we just started the ride. It will take us about 3 to 4 hours to get there, and we're very excited. The journey starts in Bogota and then passes through La Calera, where the check-in point is and where we pick up our guide, and then it goes to the right on an unpaved way for several hours more.
Today we are extremely lucky with the weather. We're currently about 3,700 meters above sea level, and it can be really cold, and it can also be really cloudy up here, so you're completely in clouds. And it can also change in a bit like this. So if you come, bring warm clothes, bring something against rain, bring warm stuff. If the sun is out like this, obviously some sunscreen is very important. Maybe some sunglasses, but be prepared also that it can be very cold up here. So after roughly 3.5 hours from Bogota, we arrived at our destination, or almost arrived at our destination. We have like 10 minutes left. Which is the lake of Chingasa. There we'll do a small and nice hike. It's about 5 kilometers, 2.5 hours maybe. And then, well, the whole way back. It's true though that most of the drive is already within the national park, so it's part of the experience. And it's just great. As you can easily tell, we started our walk with our guide. You are obliged here to come with a guide. You wouldn't find a way anyways, but yeah, you can't come on your own. And the weather is still fantastic, which is great. And she's telling a lot about the history of these areas, because the ancient tribes, which were living here before the Hispanics came, before they conquered the subcontinent. They used to live in this area and a lot of sacred places. But she's also talking a lot about the fauna and flora. There is a very specific plant which we will show you later on, which is like the most important plant of this entire area. And yeah, it's just a great time. As you can easily tell, because of all the moss and lichen here on the trees, it's usually really humid. There's a lot of fog, a lot of clouds here, it rains a lot. So the climate we have right now really is exceptional. and this makes this entire area one of the most important reservoirs for water.
In Colombia we have different thermal floors, and on the highest one we have the so-called páramo. And here the most important plants are the frailejones, which are plants that grow about 1 centimeter a year, so you can imagine, I don't know, 1 meter, so this is 100 years old about, and they can absorb the water, and inside the frailejón they have like tubes, so they guide the water they absorb through the ground, and then in the ground the water flows towards a river or a lake, and these páramos are the source of water for the whole Bogota and many important cities in Colombia. Chingaza is also the home of the spectacled bear, which sadly we couldn't see that day, but we were able to see another beautiful animals as well. And with the view of the Chingaza Lake and other spectacular mountains, we concluded our visit to the Chingaza National Park. Thanks for watching!
If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below.
And leave us a comment. We would like to hear your opinions and thoughts.